Namaste, welcome to my channel. Today's video is about the next breathing pranayama technique, Kapalabhati pranayama, the skull cleansing technique. Okay, this Kapalabhati pranayama should be done only in your early mornings, okay, because it creates a lot of heat in the body, so it cannot be done during the during the daytime when you have too much of sun over your head, or even during the night time, because it completely energizes your brain. So by the end of the day we always need something cooling pranayama, but this is a heating pranayama and also very effective on your abdominal muscles. So it has to be done only when your abdomen is empty. So the best time would be early morning. So without delaying further, we'll go ahead with the technique, and then I will explain you a few points, a few benefits, and a few things who should not do this practice. Okay, so let's go ahead with the technique. As I've told you that I have already posted a video on Dirgha Pranayama. Work on Dirgha Pranayama and then only start with Kapalabhati. Okay, so which will set an intention towards your practice. Kapalabhati should be practiced in sitting position. You can sit on floor with your crossed legs, any meditative posture. You can also sit into Vajrasana and practice this. You can sit on the chair, but make sure you are keeping the spine uplifted. But the best way to practice is to sit down and practice. And I would like to show you this practice in Vajrasana. So we'll go ahead in Vajrasana. Sit into Vajrasana. Let your palms rest on the knees. Sit upright in Vajrasana and observe the abdominal movements with your inhalation and exhalation. Inhaling, abdomen blows. Exhaling, abdomen sinks. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay. So after you watch this movements of your abdominal region, with every inhalation, we'll try to exhale the breath out forcibly, pulling the abdominal region inside. Initially, as a beginner, we will be just doing about 5 to 6 exhalations for every inhalation. In this pranayama, inhalation is passive and exhalation is active. Okay, so you can just, as a beginner, just rest the palms. Don't worry about keeping it to Chin Mudra or Chinmay Mudra or any other mudra. We are going to only focus on the prana technique. Okay, so let's close the eyes here. Inhale, and with every exhalation pull the belly inside. Like this you will take 5 to 6 exhalations. You must put some force on expelling the breath out through the nostrils and pull the belly region into the spine. So as a beginner you might not be able to do many number of exhalations. So it's okay to do for every active inhalation 5 to 6 active exhalations. Let's go do once again. Keeping the hands onto the knees, standing up, sitting upright here, inhaling. Like this, 5 rounds of exhalations. Like this you can do 5 sets. So you will be doing 20 active exhalations. That will be 1 set. Okay. So let's go ahead with 20 active exhalations here. Okay, once again we'll go ahead. You can always break it into 5 sets here as we go along together. So like this we have done 20 exhalations. Do not immediately open your eyes. Stay here for a couple of seconds to allow the breathing pattern to come back to its normal state, and just watch the sensations you're getting from your body for the practice. Observe the state of your mind. So as and as you progress in your practice, you can always increase the number of sets here. If you have done 20 rounds, you can increase for another set of 20 rounds. By this way, you can always improve your practice. Now a few things what you have to actually take care of when you are doing this breathing practice, especially when you are sitting in with your spine erect. When you are pulling the belly in, don't disturb the spine too much. Just exert as much as pressure is coming with your breath. Okay, so do not do, so don't disturb the spine here. Okay, try to keep the spine uplift and do. Also, do not use too much of shrinking of your facial muscles, like, so don't do this also. The pressure should just be created as much as it is coming with your breath, okay, as I have shown you earlier. Also, when you do this practice, we tend to create a lot of pressure behind the throat and do the exhalations like this. So this is also wrong, okay. So the force has to be in your abdominal region and it has to be enhanced only with the exhalations through the frontal nostrils, okay. So I hope you could understand what mistakes could be done by doing this practice and what is the right technique to do this practice. Now a few things what I would like to tell you regarding the benefits about this practice, okay. Now this purifies the frontal air sinusitis, which overcomes the cough disorders also, okay. Now it is a very therapeutic practice for people suffering with sinusitis, asthma, bronchial infections, and also it is a good practice to tone your digestive system. It improves the metabolism in your body. Since we pull the abdominal region, so it activates the digestive system and improves the metabolism in the body, which is an important factor for your weight reduction, okay. Sometimes due to the stress disorders, we tend to gain the weight. So when we practice this breathing technique and we also practice the other breathing techniques, you always relieve the stress levels and improves the metabolism, which in gain helps you in reduction of the weight. Now who should avoid this practice? People who are suffering from some cardiac related health conditions, okay, and also people suffering from vertigo, high blood pressure, people suffering from herniated disc or hernia, and some severe gastritic ulcers should avoid this practice, okay. So this was about all this Kapalabhati practice. I hope you enjoyed this video and it helps you to keep up your breathing techniques. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon and do not forget to share with your friends. Thank you.